the Auto Dealership Association coming in on the numbers that we've seen this week. But after what we saw on Friday in terms of action by the Reserve Bank of India and a 25 basis policy cut, it's positive for, of course, the NBFC space and the consumption side, but also for real estate. Pavitra Shankar, MD of Brigade Enterprises, joins in. Pavitra, we're going to talk about, of course, your new announcements, what you think about the policy and the impact on demand. But also, let's talk a bit about the year that's been and looking forward. So, just setting the stage for that conversation of ours. I'll start with your response to the 25 basis point cut. How much of a difference does it make to get people in the door, to get customers in the door?
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me. It's definitely welcome news. It's definitely something that all our customers are going to react positively to. About 50 to 60% of our home buyers are going in for home loans. So naturally, any kind of rate cut will definitely help them when they're looking at how they're going to finance these purchases. And it overall improves the sentiment of the home buyer and market in general. So we've reacted positively to this. That said, we don't necessarily feel like it's going to result in an immediate kind of increase in business today, but naturally it factors into everybody's thought process as they're going along. So what I'm saying is home buying decision is still getting made regardless of the rate cut, but having done so, it's adding a positive sentiment.
Okay, so adding a positive sentiment maybe as well is your acquisition of 4.04 acres recently for 118 crores per acre. Tell us a bit about this acquisition and how you see it benefiting.
Yes, so this acquisition is in Hyderabad. It's in the Neopolis area of Hyderabad, Kokapet. This acquisition is following a previous acquisition that we had done in a couple of years ago. That was also similarly bought in a government acquisition, in a government auction. That project has been launched since, and it's the first mixed-use development of its kind in Hyderabad. The reaction was phenomenal and extremely positive. I think that gave us the confidence to continue investing into this market. Hyderabad in general is a very strong market, very similar to Bangalore in terms of demographics, economic growth, and so on. And it's a big part of our upcoming growth desires in South India. So when this auction came about, we felt we had to be part of it, and we're really happy to announce this 4 acres acquisition. We'll be looking at it still in the design phase, mostly going for residential rather than mixed use this time. So we're still in the design phase right now since it just happened. But the market is going really well in Hyderabad, especially in the mid-segment to upper mid-segment category.
Ms. Shankar, good morning, and Alex here. I just want to understand you've spoken about this new project in Hyderabad, but I want to know about the land bank that you currently possess and what the pipeline is currently heading into FY27, just so that lays the context for my next question.
Sure. So our land bank at any given point of time, we're able to develop upwards of 60 million square feet. This acquisition, of course, is to be added to the land bank as I'm speaking, and we'll be disclosing that in terms of numbers in our quarterly updates as always. Typically, we like to project out our land bank and requirement for new lands by looking at what we need to replace based on sales. So this year, we had projected around 12.5 million square feet of residential launches. We're still trying to track towards that, regardless of whatever's happening on the approval front, but that's the desire. So as we sell, we want to replace the land bank for what is entering into the market, plus some for additional growth. And that's how we will keep looking at it. So we will keep refreshing the land bank based on annually what we're able to monetize as well.
Earlier this year, there were some murmurings of concern in the IT space, right? And the question marks about whether or not software professionals had any concerns with regard to longevity of career, etc. And since you operate in those South markets, which has a large number of these buyers, I'm just wondering whether you've seen any implication on demand at all, or has it been very, very robust?
think very robust, not just in terms of the volume of sales that are happening, but also in terms of the price increase that people are willing to absorb, especially in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, for that matter. All these markets have seen a pretty rapid increase in pricing over the last few years, which means the appetite and the desires there for customers to, one, participate in the home buying market, and second, to also do it at a more premium sort of product. So we've seen that happen over the last few years, despite all of the concerns about the IT sector, whether it is about AI or it was about tariffs. But in general, the demographic might be shifting more from an IT services company to more in-house, where people are moving into GCCs and so on. So we're not seeing that there's lack of demand, one, for the jobs, or two, for the homes or any other consumption related patterns. That said, we have to keep track of what is the product that is currently finding the most favor. So in the last few years, we focused a lot on premium housing. I think there's a lot of opportunity to look at mid-segment again, given the kind of ramp up in sizes as well as the ticket price for most of these transactions. So overall, I still think that the market is pretty robust. It's a question of matching that demand with the right supply.
Ms. Shankar, as always, thank you so much for taking the time. Wish you all the best for the rest of the year.
Thank you so much.
Right. We have to talk about bio